Welcome back, viewers, to The Binding of Isaac Rebirth with yours truly, Keza Goodwins. Right off the bat, I want to apologize for the sound quality of my previous block of videos. It didn't occur to me to test the game volume against my voice volume, and it led to my voice being drowned out a lot with high-intensity sound, such as Azazel's initial brimstone attack. For that, I apologize. I'm learning this as I go. I'm hoping that you bear with me. I've tweaked my volumes, both of my recording and the game itself. We should see a little bit better results going forward. At any rate, last video we saw an extremely successful run with Azazel, as we can see up in the upper left-hand corner there on that little sticky note. We have the heart, signifying that we beat Mom's heart, and the reverse cross, signifying that we killed Satan. Azazel plus Ludovico technique equals game-breaking results. And we have a win streak of 1. Very satisfied about that. I'm still kind of coasting on that high. Whenever you beat Mom, you get an Eden token, which looks to be a completely randomized character. Not really gonna be toying around with that just yet. I don't want to waste the token that I just got. My dodging skills still leave a lot to be desired. But, at any rate, we had a very successful run with Azazel, and we are ready, I think, to kind of go through one by one and beat the game with each character that we've unlocked so far. I'm going to start off with Isaac. It's his game. He deserves to go first. So here we are in the basement. I'm just going to go through. Like I said, I'm coasting pretty high on that absolutely phenomenal run that we had last time. And I've got good feelings. Off the bat, we come out with a triple shot that slows down our shot speed, but it gives us 3 shots. So for me, the benefit far outweighs the cost, because the more damage you put out, obviously, the better it is. The easier that you kill enemies, and the less chance there is of taking absolutely fucking dumb shit damage like that. But whatever. Moving forward, had a pretty interesting time trying to figure out the whole video compression thing. I can't say this enough, but I'm completely novice in this, and I'm also doing incredibly horribly right off the bat. Apparently my hubris is getting the best of me, coming off of that absolutely terrific run, and there's really no excuse for it other than the fact that I have not played since the game came out on Tuesday. All of those recordings were done at the same time, and I've been spending the past 4 or 5 days struggling with getting them on YouTube in an efficient manner that I deem worthy. And it took an awful lot of trial and error with different compression softwares, because the recording, the raw footage of the recordings that I do come out to an average of 3 to 5 gigs per file, and that is way too large. If I didn't have a data cap on my internet usage, I'd say fuck it and upload them as is, but because I'm constrained by the limitations of my internet provider, I kind of have to work within that. And for that I apologize, but now that I've kind of settled into a nice groove, I'm happy with everything that I've got so far. We're gonna just go ahead and sally forth, and I'll be putting these out on a far more consistent, less irregular basis. Here we have Dingle. Couldn't dodge out of that fast enough. I'm still working on getting back my dodging skills. As you can tell, not quite up to snuff, at least not to my satisfaction. Almost took some damage there, walked right into that damage there, and I'm dead. That's... oh my god. Restarting. Just shaking off the cobwebs. That's what we'll chalk it up to. Lost my kill streak. That's very, very sad. But you know what? Like I said, I haven't, this is only my, in reality, my 6th game, no, 7th, 8th run after that death. And I'm pretty sure that at some point we will see an absolute spike in my ability to not take damage, and my ability to defeat bosses without getting hit. Kind of the crowning achievement, as far as I'm concerned, is getting the trophies that you get from clearing levels, entire levels, without taking damage. So, right off the bat, I lose the opportunity to get the Basement Boy trophy. Maybe next time. Going here, attacking Lust. I'm dumbfounded once again by just how shitty I've been playing. But then again, I'll just chalk it up to not really having the time to play it as much as I would like. Still kind of learning the particulars, the ins and outs, getting used to the way that the game works and all that, and blah blah blah. Excuses, excuses, you don't care, you just want to see me either win or die. And this time, I'm gonna win. This is the one. This is where I turn it all around. This is gonna be the run where I stop taking all this, you know, all these silly hits and walking myself into shots like a dumbass. Oh, gurglings. This'll be fun. If we recall from the very, very first video, these, once again, are the bane of my existence. Motherfucker. I'm at a loss. I can't believe I'm going to be putting these consecutive failures out into the world. I haven't even cleared the first basement yet. Oh my god. Peeper, plop, that gives us a floating eye akin to Peep. I don't think that's... it's something that can be destroyed by enemies, which is good. The only problem is... God, motherfucking damn it! The only problem is that you can't really control where the eyeball goes. You have to kind of work yourself around its ridiculously slow pace and its predictable flight pattern, but unalterable flight pattern as well. Oh, Headless Horseman. This is a hell of an enemy to get on the very, very first level, especially with only the Peeper to help me out, dealing very, very low damage. This is going to be a fight of patience more than anything. The object, of course, is to kill both the horse and the Headless Horseman, or rather the head of the Headless Horseman. And we got the horse out. I'm thinking that, as far as that goes, that's kind of the more preferable of the two. I like dealing with the heads by themselves because they're a little bit more predictable and you can kind of force them into loops of attacks. As we can see, he dashes off screen. You can kind of force him to do that over and over. It might take a little bit longer, but it's certainly easier to deal with his rush than it is to deal with his shots. Oh! Right off the bat we get a pony that gives us flight and a dash attack, kind of passively increases our speed. I like that. I like that a lot. It doesn't look like there's really anywhere else we can go. Don't have any bombs to clear out rocks. Have a key but no money. And there's a curse room. Ah, fuck it. Let's go to the curse room. Well, on the way we'll go and clear out that poop. Oh, 2 evil hearts. I'm okay with that. Moving right along. Once again, we're going to try to be as thorough as humanly possible. Simply because I want to make sure that I get myself as well equipped as I possibly can. because obviously we're not up. Well, we aren't. You're sitting there just laughing. I am not up to the level I feel that I need to be to consistently beat this game. Obviously, 2 deaths, 1 video. Fucking sadness ensues. But we got through that first level with relative ease. Interested to know what that clock does whenever you're in a level transition. Probably a time attack trophy or something associated with it. Not quite sure. Got a bomb. Cool with that. Let's go. Or these guys. Lost a heart, but killed all of them, so whatever. Win-win. I'm not in contention for the Basement Boy achievement anyway, so at this point I just kind of I don't care about this group levels anymore. I'm still gonna try to play as carefully as possible, but other than that, whatever. I'm already irritated at myself for fucking playing as shitty as I have. Got spiked by an enemy that really, it's if you get hit by those enemies, you have no one to blame but yourself. And I really wish I could, you know, start attacking somebody else for my shitty playing, but I really can't. It's all on me. And so I'm just gonna have to deal with that. We're not gonna fight the boss straight away. Pardon me. I'm gonna want to find the item room. I'm doubting. Oh my fucking god. I'm doubting that I'm gonna be able to get enough money to take advantage of the shop, but that's fine. Fuck it. Oh, cool. Found pills. And they afflicted me with Down syndrome. Syndrome of a Down. Yeah, that's right. I know t-shirts from the 90s. Well, I guess 2000s. Kind of dating myself, I suppose. But clearing the poop. Going to the item room. What is this? Virgo. Refreshed and protected. Not quite sure what that does, but I have a pretty little bow on my head. So, I suppose, you know, if all it is, even if it doesn't have any effect other than excuse me, other than aesthetics. God damn it, I'm damn cute. I'm okay with that. I'm playing just sloppy today, and for that I apologize. I'd like to just chalk it up to warm-up rounds, and I wish I could say that, you know, oh, I played a little bit off camera, but I've already committed to the idea that all of my runs are going to be on camera. So it's kind of one of those things where, you know, I'd love to practice and unlock a whole bunch of stuff and, you know, play and get better behind your backs, but as it stands, it would just rub me wrong, like I was doing you a disservice somehow, and that's not what I'm about. Speedball! Speed plus shot speed up, because, you know, it's speed. That's what cocaine does to you. Saw the wig there, which coincides very nicely to Magdalene. Wonder if all these characters are just split personalities of Isaac, or if they're completely different characters altogether. There's been the subject itself has been picked apart plenty on the wiki. If you ever want to avail yourself, or if you just want to make your own conclusions about it, either way is fine with me. I kind of prefer drawing my own conclusions and, you know, hanging on to my own thoughts of what the characters represent, what this game is really about, and all that. The Binding of Isaac, if you haven't really played it, or if you haven't really watched any videos about it, has a massive, just massive cult following. The whole concept of Isaac and, you know, where he's at and the reality of his situation has really been speculated upon by a whole shit ton of people. And there's been a lot of interesting theories about whether or not this is all reality or anything like that, and a lot of Edmund Macmillan's past games kind of deal with that, with the separation from self and reality and all that. And if you ever want to avail yourself of those theories, by golly, Google it up. There's tons of them out there. And I don't think that Edmund Macmillan has really ever officially revealed what the Binding of Isaac is really about, or whether he's verified any of the facts that people have put out there, or theories rather. But you know, it's still definitely an interesting read when you find what you can, and there are certainly worse ways to sink time into something. Got the goat head, still not quite sure what that's about, and I already know that there's plenty of people that are going to be saying, well, why don't you consult the wiki, you know? You talk about it non-stop, go for it. As I've mentioned before, I'm not going to avail myself of the wiki. Shielded Tears, oh nice. And this is probably the best secret room that I've found so far. Mostly I've been getting a whole bunch of ones with like 3 coins or just bombs. Which, don't get me wrong, anything that I can grab is a godsend, but in the first iteration of the Binding of Isaac, it was usually a pretty reliable way to find really decent items. And it's just not happening with this version, which in and of itself isn't a bad thing, but at the same time it's just kind of, I suppose you can call it a feeling of nostalgia. It looks like the shielded tears can actually block enemy attacks, which is... I shouldn't have to tell anybody how useful that is. In the first video we came across one of these. I only had 1 key when I attempted to unlock it in the first place, and it got me nowhere, but now I have 2 keys, so we can actually see what's beyond. And we have a dice room. Not quite sure what this is all about. It restarted the level. Oh, it's like a forget-me-now. Nice, or did it scoop me forward? No, I'm still in the caves. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Those previous 2 deaths have just struck me retarded. So I'm never gonna let myself live it down. Yay! One nice thing about Flight is that when you come up with enemies that are like this, that have no really shot attacks, but just deal damage based on contact, you can hide over little holes in the wall or on the floor and just snipe at them and deal with it from there. That spoon bender gives us homing shots, very useful, especially over long range. As you can tell, the shots kind of veer themselves toward the enemies. Now, granted, it's not a fire and forget system, but it certainly does help in that you don't have to stay immediately on target all the time, which can allow you to kind of utilize cover a little bit more efficiently. Got 26 coins. I'm ready for that shop. Absolutely. Hopefully have some good stuff for us. I'm gonna go ahead and cheat my way through this. Still doing base damage, which isn't ideal at all. It's taking way too long to kill these enemies. Not okay with that. The tower, which, if I recall correctly, gives us an anarchy cookbook salvo of bombs, placing 5 or 6 bombs in random spots across the room. Could be useful. Doesn't really do anything for me right now, especially in a room that large. Possibly might just burn it at the boss, try to clear that out as soon as possible, hopefully not paint myself into a situation where I'm taking damage from myself. And we have a library room, 2 of diamonds, item multiplier. I have 27 coins. That'd give me 54 if I use it now. Let's see what the other tarot cards are. The Chariot, that gives us the My Happy Unicorn attack. High Priestess, I think that drops down Mom's leg when you use it. Or it curses you, I'm not quite sure. And the Hangman gives us Flight. That's going to be useless because we already have Flight. So, oh, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and use that coin now. Get myself Cane right off the bat. I'm okay with that. One less thing I have to worry about on the back end. Killing all these exploder flies. I'm not quite sure what they're called. One of these days, I promise I will. Oh, I got hit, but it didn't count. Probably because of that Virgo. Or whichever astrological sign I picked up. It's been a while. Can't quite remember. Anyway, yes, I think I've mentioned before, at some point I will definitely utilize the wiki and pick up all the information that I've denied myself going into this, but that's not going to be until I can consistently beat the game, possibly with all the characters, or if I keep running into, there's options, has appeared in the basement. I'm not quite sure. Well, obviously, like, the more that you donate, I suppose the better the shops become, and the more items that will become available to you. Pardon me. Hope I'm not getting sick. But I'm not gonna want to drop all of my money on it just yet. Let's pick up the 9-volt for a quicker charge. I think if you use your active item, it'll either cut the charge time by half, or it'll give you a free charge straight out of the gate. I'm not quite sure either way. Let's find out at the next opportunity. We're gonna go into the curse room because I only take 1 bit of damage. Turned out to be nothing. And the Virgo protected me from damage again. That's an incredibly useful item. Kind of getting the impression that the astrological signs that you can pick up are a little bit, like, overpowered almost, because if we recall in the I can't remember offhand exactly which video it was, but when we picked up Taurus, after a certain amount of time in any given room, you get the My Little Unicorn attack, where you become invincible and you deal damage with enemies based on touch, which is incredible. Excuse me, God, I'm stuttering all over my words. Anyway, Taurus is incredibly useful, especially against bosses where you can deal out a whole bunch of damage and you don't have to worry about, you know, being in the room long enough for them to deal damage to you. And then we have Virgo. Virgo would be excellent with, say, the poison touch or anything like that. The only problem is that it's a little bit too random. Or wait, no, I picked up the Saintly Shield, didn't I? Oh, yeah, okay, so a little bit of both. Let's go ahead and range up. Okay with that. So we have the Tower, the Hangman, blah, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. I'm gonna go with the Chariot. It's the most useful out of these ones. And let's look at the map. Take a shot. Got lucky. Pills galore. Balls of Steel, very nice. Gives us 2 additional soul hearts. Health up. I'm just lucking out with the pills. Speed up. I haven't found a negative one yet. I'm totally okay with that. If I can boost up my my stats with pills, all the better. Here we are with Pestilence. This guy is almost... The hardest part about him is negated because I have Flight. His pools of poison that he's leaving behind from his bombs doesn't affect us at all. This is definitely going to be mostly a dodge fight between his bombs and the maggots that are spitting blood at me. It's not really going as fast as I would like because... Yeah! Okay, so the 9 volt gives you an additional, just one charge. It doesn't cut your charge time in half like I was hoping. At any rate, we're already got him below half health. Well, not already. Like I said, it's taking a lot longer than I would have liked. But that's alright. Almost took damage out of that. Was glad that I could get squared away. The charge attack for the pony, I feel like I should say this, is extremely useful for getting out of sticky situations, and I wish I'd been using it a little bit more often. The hell is that? Have I picked this up before? Ball of bandages, gotta lick them all. I was kinda hoping for a cube of meat, which is another item that you can get from the horseman, but such is not the case. 2 more evil hearts. I'm fairly certain that there are negative connotations to picking up evil hearts, but offhand I can't tell you what they are. Here we have, I think, the ghost baby, which shoots spectral tears. I'm gonna go ahead and pick them up simply because I want a little bit more firepower. I'm still not quite satisfied with how much damage I'm outputting. That clock is way ahead of us. If it is associated with a time attack of sorts, I'm probably not going to catch up to it. Oh my god, we have greed heads. These guys aren't as big as a pain in the ass as greed itself, but they're still terribly annoying. If they do damage to you, they steal some of your money, and I have an awful lot of money to steal, so we don't want to get hit by them. And I'm kind of noticing that at this level so far, it's somewhat difficult to manipulate the shield shots into consistently blocking shots. Here we have chub vises, I guess you could call them. The vis is the regular enemy here that's just kind of the body of gluttony, and then we have their chub counterparts that shoot little chub at you, turn your poor little friend against you. Kind of a dick move, if you ask me. I got 6 bombs. I'm willing to take a chance here, and we come out on top. Here we have the shovel. We need to go deeper. It's a reusable level skip. At this juncture, I'm not going to utilize it. I might maybe use it to avoid a boss fight later on, but it's not likely, simply because I'm still not quite at the point where I feel comfortable crippling myself by not availing myself to as many items as I can possibly get my hands on. These guys are going to be shooting homing shots if they were able to get one off. One did get a shot off, but my shield shots deflected it. Shots are incredibly useful, and I'm very thankful for the 2 shielding items that I have. It didn't help me out in that case. I lost out on the, I believe, Spelunker Boy achievement for beating the caves without taking damage, but c'est la vie. What was I saying? Oh yeah, before I got interrupted by taking damage, I was saying that those 2 items in conjunction seem to be protecting me an awful lot, which clearly I still need all the protection I can get. We got more of these little blood clot twins. Not quite sure what they're called anymore. There's so many things that I used to know completely offhand that I clearly don't anymore. But that's alright. The more I play, the more I'll learn. Ooh, we have a little beggar boy. I'll go ahead and feed him some money. Poor guy needs some baby food. And I'm more than willing to help him out. Generally because he drops off some fairly decent items. So far I'm really in the market for keys, and he's not giving me anything, just a shit ton of bombs. Oh, there we go. I feel more comfortable giving my items to him because generally at the end of his sale, so to speak, excuse me, you get a hit point plus item. And here we have an arcade. Let's go ahead and play around a little bit. Get some more pills. I'm okay with that. Let's hope our luck runs out. Well, it doesn't run out. Holds out. Speed up. I'm okay with that. Really hoping for hearts, because that lovely blood donation machine. Ooh, blood bag has appeared in the basement. Nice! I was hoping that was still in. I was still not quite sure. Ah! But that was the IV bag. That's not something we... Well, I can use it for now. Or I could use my goddamn card. My memory sucks. Let's see, when we have a shield here, if we still had the blood bank active, I think we could probably could have cheated out some more money from the blood bank. But and it doesn't look like that we can cheat the IV bag in the same fashion. At this point, I'm really looking for as many keys as I can possibly grab, because I'm pretty well on with bombs, for fuck's sake. Oh, nice. A little late for the skeleton key, but I'll take it. We'll play down to 10. 9, I suppose. Oh, got back to 11. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and blow up these two shitbags. Got more pills from him. Got more money from him. Possibly enough. Found pills and ate them. Make myself even more retarded. Drop off the IV bag for the pony, because flight is more useful than paying out for life. That's kind of an allegory to divorce and alimony, I would think. Never been married, only plan on doing it once. Not for lack of, you know, smashing good looks or anything like that. I'm of the firm belief that you should absolutely not get married until you find a woman sane enough to breed with. Whether or not they exist, I'd like to think that they do. My girlfriend currently is absolutely wonderful. We've been together for 13 months on Monday, and it's been an absolutely wonderful 13 months. Anarchist cookbook, not interested in that. Going back to the pony, going to the shop. What is this? Fanny pack filled with goodies. Looks to be a passive item, not quite sure what it does, but perhaps it will make itself evident as the game progresses. Going straight to the boss fight now. The Hollow. Basically Larry Jr., just with a little bit more erratic flight patterns. As you can tell, he's bouncing off at extremely sharp angles. And as we do more damage, he'll change up his routine, as we just saw right there. This is the kind of instance where Peep is really good. Or rather, the Peeper. Because we noticed that it ran into one of the hollows and just absolutely fucking wrecked him. Found Mom's pill purse, or coin purse rather, filled with pills. Let's go ahead and utilize balls of steel now. I found pills. I'm feeling pretty good about pills in general. Paralysis, that one's not so good, but we're just about to leave the level anyway. More balls of steel. I'm not going to use that until I get below that last heart, because the heart threshold does not expand beyond 12 hearts. In the original Binding of Isaac, it absolutely would. You could get soul hearts way off the screen to the point where you wouldn't even have to worry about taking damage at all, because you'd never run out of soul hearts. But they are definitely capped at 12 here, and whether or not there's a way to expand beyond that, I don't know. But I sure haven't found it yet, and I'm taking far too much damage to be able to tell for certain whether or not they ever will. Extra large room here with plenty of leapers and leaping fatties. It's a dangerous room to be in. Leapers are generally always the biggest pain in the ass, simply because they can jump up at any time with very little warning and drop down exceedingly quick in random spots. It's really tough to get a beat on them in most cases. Fucking leapers. I'll go ahead and use the balls of steel now. Was hoping that I would run into somebody, but that didn't happen, and instead I am getting fucking hit left and right. Ugh! One of the key things to remember is that you have to stay in motion with these guys. If you stop off for even a second, there's a very, very good chance that that you will get hit. And the problem with leapers in such a large room is that it's almost impossible to really corral them into a certain area where you can just sit there and, you know, smack them around with relative ease. But God willing, we won't come into a case like that for quite a while. The Binding of Isaac has a habit of throwing you absolute shit rooms. And so far that is probably among the shittiest that I've seen with Rebirth. I've been recording for God knows how long. At some point I will implement a timer. The recording setup that I have does not allow me to see how long I've been recording at any given time. So that's yet another addition to the Let's Play experience that I'm going to have to create for myself. I'd like to think that since the first 5 videos I've done, I've been a little bit better at maintaining, you know, talking and all that. It's definitely going to be a lot easier as time goes on, simply because I won't be concentrating so much on what's going on the screen, because so much of this is either brand new or simply lost thanks to time. But I'll be able to drop a little bit more conversation, be a little bit more, you know, happy and entertaining and not quite so boring, as far as I can tell. But watching over my previous videos, there's absolutely room for improvement, and the whole thing about everyone being their own worst critic, to an extent, is true. But then again, if you can't recognize, you know, your issues for what they are and do what you can to correct them, then you can't really learn as a person. Picked up my piggy bank. Not quite sure what that does immediately, but once again, hopefully we'll find out. Got saved from some really ridiculous damage. Sorry for being so gassy. I'm having a rock star while I'm recording, just to, you know, keep my pep up, party like a rock star, woo, you know, or something. I don't know. I just like the taste of it, even though it's kind of, you know, absolutely horrible for you. But whatever. We're all gonna die soon anyway. I may as well enjoy it while I can. I'm going to utilize the chasm on the edge of the room to avoid as much damage as possible. And just kind of snipe at him. I've got plenty of range, and I've got shielding shots for when he does hop up. I'm still doing close to... What are we... Yeah, we're... we're doing base damage, which is not ideal. Oh, for future reference, here's the seed. Feel free to enter that in and see if you can do this better than I can, because fucking A, doing kind of horrible. One thing I'm gonna do in the future is pause the game at the start to display my seeds, so that it's a lot easier for you guys to, you know, record it, give the levels that I've played through a shot, see if you can't do better, or see if it's, you know, if it's not just me, and maybe it was genuinely hard. Kind of dashed right into that guy, but that's okay, because we have the saintly shield that protected us in our time of need. It seems to be a one-hit free, or get out of one hit free per room. I don't know if it recharges at the end of every room, or if it's a recharge over time, but regardless, it's absolutely useful, and it's gotten me out of several sticky situations. Here we have Sister Maggie, another familiar, absolutely okay with that. The more firepower the better, especially at this stage where I'm still doing absolute shit damage. I should be able to get to Mom and possibly beat her without too much issue, but at this point it's looking pretty dicey whether or not I'll be able to kill Mom's heart fast enough before she kills me, because at that point she's doing a full heart worth of damage and I'm still doing fucking piddly shit damage. Now, with our last run, because of the setup that we had, I didn't have much of an opportunity to see how Mom changed in the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We still know that she'll spawn out enemies. I noticed that, but I also noticed that it becomes kind of a bullet storm situation, and that is frightening, especially considering the fact that I'm just doing so terribly. We're at 33 minutes. I'm gonna pause right quick. Didn't realize that my phone was not on silent. I apologize for that. And here we have Monstro 2. This is going to be somewhat of a pain in the ass. I'm going to see if I can't kind of cheat him into spurting out his laser. It was a very reliable tactic in the first one, and I'm just... You can tell when I'm shooting that there's just hardly... It's just chip damage at this point. Oh, it looks like, at the very least, the piggy bank releases coins when you get hit, and it seems like that's what the whatever that item was that I picked up, the belt purse, will release random items, kind of like a Book of Sin, and walk right into that laser, chipping away, chipping away. Be kind of nice if my shield tears deflected the laser, but they absolutely do not. Almost done here, thank God. I'm so ready to get out of this room, get the fuck away from this boss, and just speed headlong into my eventual death. If I were smart, I would have used my my pony at least once, and he dodged it anyway. Almost dead. You know what? Here, eat a bomb. End of the day. Torrent photo. Tears and shot speed up. Putting out more tears, which is perfectly fine, but I'm still still not doing much damage. Hopefully the pacts will alleviate that. For 2 hearts, yeah, I'll take it. Damage and tears up. Seem to be firing them an awful lot faster, and hopefully I'll be doing a lot more damage to go along with it, because as it stands, I'm really not even anywhere near where I want to be. Not to say that the last experience spoiled me or anything, but it definitely spoiled me. I'm going spend up to about 15 coins now that we know that the blood bank is in fact here in the dungeon. Oh, it's hard to tell when I have that shield, but fuck it. If I know that I'm invincible, I wish there was a way to immediately tell, but yeah, I'm absolutely milking the shit out of this, and I'm okay with that. You know why? Because I'm getting my ass fucking handed to me, so the more ways I can force the game into giving me an easier time, I'm absolutely going to take advantage of it. And we can't rely on the slot machine for hearts anymore. Let's see if we can maintain luck with this. It seems that we can. I lost some spirit hearts there. Sorry, I just got completely lost in thought and just kind of how things are going and weighing my chances of getting all the way to Mom's heart, let alone beating her. It's looking kinda sketchy. I'm hoping for that blood bag. It refills your life and gives you an extra heart container, possibly 2. I think only 1 at this point, though. And I apologize for the wait. I know you guys are like, oh, just fucking get it over with and die. Sick of your bullshit. Well, I'm gonna do everything I can to make this as surefire a win as I possibly can. I'm really hoping that... Hearts! No, what? Not flies, you asshole. Alright, we'll go ahead and move along. We've got little floaty masks. You can't directly damage them, but as soon as you kill the enemies, they'll die out. I'll risk it. Bob's rotten head. Let's go ahead and spank Loki with it. Go back to flight. That's really going to be problematic, having an enemy or having an item that close to the center of the room. It's not that you can't move once we collect it. That's fortunately something that was patched out, but the more that we collect it, the past couple of times were unintentional, the less we can shoot, which is really what we're going for. In the previous version, you would not even be... Oh, fucking Monstro 2. This is not the guy I wanted. But it looks like I'm doing a fair more amount of damage than I was. Still chipping away, but it's not quite as bad as it was when we just faced off with him. Wasn't paying attention. Pretty sure a fly walked into me. Would have enjoyed saving that free hit for one of those attacks, but what are you gonna do? I've got plenty of bombs. Go ahead and eat it! Anything I can do to fucking kill this shitbird a lot faster. Nice. At least my bombs are doing a fair amount of damage. Haven't gotten any items really that help improve that, but here we go. Range up. I'll take it. So didn't really lose anything going into that. And then we have a champion Chub. Seem to be knocking him out of his rush, which I'm perfectly okay with. me. Come on, rush up. Oh, of course you're not gonna do it. Managed to avoid getting hit by him there, only by the grace of God. If I find more hearts, I might go back to the arcade, but for now, I'm just gonna sit and explore. Fat leapers. I want to do as much damage to them as I can. Take away their ability to leap at me. It doesn't look like they can jump around unless I knock their big fat fucking heads off. Fool takes us back to the starting room. Ooh, we have teleporting fetus babies. As opposed to teleporting fetus adults. Because those are a thing, whether you know it or not. Where's the other fucking pus sack? Right over there. Don't have to worry about bombing out that rock to get that bomb, because we can just fly right over it. Got some blue flames, can't shoot them out, but we sure can use bombs on them. Like doing that because there is a higher chance of getting soul hearts from the blue flames. The skulls seem to drop either tarot cards or lovely little turret guys. Wheel of Fortune. We'll stick with that. I've got plenty of money. And actually, if we go back to the arcade, we might be able to use that to extreme effect. The Magician, not going to do anything for me. I've already got homing shots. But I'll still, you know, burn a key. What is this? Telepathy for Dummies, again. Doesn't do me any good. Book of Belial, temporary damage up. Nothing really worthwhile. If it were something that could give me a soul heart or an item or anything like that, I'd use it and then pick the pony back up, but seeing as how ghosts, spooky, scary. Too bad it's not Halloween anymore. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, those books, they're not worth losing flight over, so I went ahead and left them without even using them, mostly because their effects wouldn't do anything for me anyway. Here, gonna cower like a little tiny bitch over the chasm, where if any of them could shoot at me, they might be able to get to me and hurt me and all that good stuff. But as it stands, they cannot. Got a room full of leapers and zombie heads. And leapers are mercifully quick to deal with there. We have the item room, which we're gonna go in. Mom's perfume, fear shot. Treasure map, not quite as useful as it used to be. As a matter of fact, I'd go so far as to say that it's pretty much useless, especially if you don't have a compass, simply because, I mean, knowing where all the rooms are is fine and dandy. 48-hour energy, that doesn't do anything for me. Still gonna pick up the soul heart, because I've got money to burn. Let's see what this room is. Number 6. Ooh, what happens here? Holy mother of God. Okay, so the 6 looks like it randomizes all... Oh my lord. Huh. It randomizes all of your items, all of the stuff that you've picked up. I don't know, I think it might mess with your stats too. I'm not quite sure. But I lucked it into Brimstone Baby, whatever that guy is, and a Poison Sack. And Forever Alone. Plus some shot effects that I have no idea what they are. That could be either extremely useful, or I just might have sealed my own fate. It does randomize your stats as well, or at least your life anyway, but that might be Oh. I have poop bombs? There's poop bombs. Oh my god. Anyway. Sorry, I'm just so dumbfounded. Found pills and item. Gonna go ahead and get those out of the room. Looking for more parts now. Got plenty of money. But yeah, okay, so, note to self. The dice room number 5. What the hell? Speed up. Yeah, why not? Anyway. God, I'm just, again, just dumbfounded. I've got a full battery of hearts. I'll go ahead and... There's not much for me anymore. Ahem. Okay. Random room number 5. I should have went into this room first. Resets the level. Makes it so that it's basically the same effect as a Forget Me Now, which, like I said, completely resets the level. And room number 6 completely randomizes your pickups. I'm still not entirely sure what I have anymore. Which again, I'm hoping it doesn't mean that I've killed myself by going into that room. Drop the map down so I can see what the hell is going on. I no longer have an active item. But that's kind of the way it is. I'm not sure what that did, or how that Necronomicon came up. God, I'm taking all this fucking just being dumb. I'm not paying attention. I need to get my head in the game. Is it just me, or is she dropping down even faster? I don't know. But lost way too much life on that. But we got a halo, that's fine. See what we get for the deal of the devil. Back up to almost a full battery of health. This guy, what was it, the headless baby? I think he spat out little spider helpers. Or no, he leaves the blood trail, that's right. So I got plenty of followers. And that's always a good thing. Here we are at the womb. I'm not going to do an awful lot of exploring. I'm not interested. Fucking cunt! In exploration. Fucking I found pills. All I want to do is get to the boss fights as soon as humanly possible. Why am I taking all this damage? I was doing so well. Moving right along. Not even gonna sweat. Actually, yes I am. I must have a weapon that's balls of steel, thank god. Yes, please. I must have a weapon that's, or an item. No, I don't want the challenge room. I don't want the blood bank. Nope. Nope. Not interested. Anyway, I must have an item that's limiting the amount of damage I take. Ooh. Let's... Oh yeah. Give me soul hearts, man. I don't need keys. I'm good on bombs. Plenty of soul hearts. Blue map. Secrets. Oh, that's where the secrets have gone. God damn it. At any rate. So that's good to know. Oh, fucking A. Greed, really? I hate you, Greed. I fucking hate you. Die. Rawr. All this money and I can't even use it. So for not for someone not wanting to do an awful lot of exploration, I seem to be doing an awful lot of exploration. But on the plus side, I seem to be doing an awful lot more damage than I was doing previously. Just absolutely a good thing. Improves my chances against a bomb. Plus, I'm getting a whole bunch of seemingly random shot effects. Not quite sure what's triggered that. I don't know the items by heart enough. Or rather by sight. Is it just me, or are the enemies just moving wicked fast? I don't know. I just need to do a better job of avoiding them, regardless of how fast they're moving. Well, we have a secret room going that way. Excuse me again. Oh, that rock star. I'm telling you. Skeleton key that does nothing for me. Not thinking that the boss is going to be this way, but there is a secret room here. That lovely poop bomb. And we have the red patch. My rage grows. Poison shots. I'll go with this. Simply because anything that ops me into more damage, absolutely I'm going to take. And we got the boss room. That's good. Going up against death. Slows me down. Son of a bitch. Fuck you on your sides. Gotta remember to take advantage of my fucking brimstone baby. Took a couple of hits of damage, but it's alright. Maybe it's kind of a third time's charm deal with me. Because there were 3 runs before I could beat the game the first time, and then there were 3 runs before I got an absolutely phenomenal run. I'm going to be talking about that Azazel run almost every chance I get going forward. And here we are at the Womb 2. Right off the bat, we have a secret room. Let's explore that. Hope for something good. Money, can't use it. Boy, when I unlock Cain, man, I unlock him in spades. Got 7 hearts, 3 heart containers, 4 heart containers, 3 soul hearts. I can talk, really, I swear to God. That's one thing that I'm hoping that doing these Let's Plays will kind of help me with, is just talking in general. I do tend to stutter over my words an awful lot, especially when I'm nervous. I can trip over my words, as we've all seen numerous times in the course of this Let's Play. And I would like to think that this entire experience will also serve to help me not trip over my thoughts quite so much, to get a better control of my tongue. I can talk all day long, it just, sometimes it takes me a while to get to where I want to go when it comes to articulating my thoughts. But, god damn you, motherfucking leech cocksucker. I can also be extremely vulgar. And I would like to think that it goes without saying that children... Oh no, get out of here, get out of here, get me out of... Oh, thank God. That this game, and by extension this Let's Play, is absolutely not for children. So of course I'm going to say, you know, fucking shit and asshole, and, you know, cursing is as much a part of my vernacular as the word vernacular. Just because... you know, I feel I have a license to use profanity simply because my command of the English language, at least, you know, not necessarily talking it all the time, but definitely how I use it is, well, what am I trying to say? I'm justified in using the word fuck because I know a whole bunch of other words. But anyway, yeah, if you're a kid and you're watching this video, I guess I would say, oh, I got piercing shots too, listen to this. Yeah, don't tell your parents, because I don't need them yelling at me for anything. And if you're a parent and you're watching this video and you're offended by the contents of it, either the game itself or my language, I would say maybe take a more active role in your child's life and police their internet activity a little bit better. Why can I not get to this fucking secret room? Am I not on the right place? Yeah, be a better parent, I guess, would be my advice to you. Don't blame, you know, my videos for your kid's shitty attitude. If they were an asshole after watching this, chances are they were an asshole before they started watching this. And the last thing that we get, I don't want to explore any more than this, simply because I don't want to take the risk of dying, and it's already been an hour fucking long playthrough. Let's give it a shot. Mom's Heart, round 2. Already taking damage. Fortunately, I do have that, whatever item is saving me from taking full damage. It's an absolute godsend at this point. Just kind of doing my best to avoid the bullet hell. I'm going to utilize bombs as often as I can. Seem to be doing well so far. Oh, this is sketchy. First time officially playing through Mom, and the pattern is so different. But fortunately, I was able to knock her right the fuck out, and we waltz into, well, pretty well stumble into the second official death of Mom. I like watching through the rubber cement has appeared in the basement. I like watching through the new endings simply because they're better animated. They look a lot better, a lot more crisp, and all that. Excuse me. But at any rate, we have our win streak back to 1. Stumbled a little bit at the beginning of this video, but we recovered our stride and we beat Mom's Heart with Isaac. 1 down, 8 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go. I can count, really. Or did I get it right the first time? Dun dun dun. Anyway, I'm done with this one. Thanks for watching. Sorry it took so long to finally get to the end of it, but we got there, and I appreciate you sticking it out with me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I'm fucking up. Let me know how I'm improving. Constructive criticism is always preferred to, oh, you suck balls, get off of YouTube. So, yeah. If you want to leave that, go for it. Anyway, I'm done. Peace out.